Let's make some beaded geckos. These guys have been massively popular with my 7-year-old daughter and all of her friends, and they've been begging me to do a little video. So here we go. This is how you make Gecky. He also has a friend called Gexter. This is not my names, obviously. These are great fun to make with all of the small people in your life, and there's loads of different variations as well. And this is the one my daughter has made, and you can see she's varied the tail, she's added in loads of extra colours, so you can really have fun with playing with this project. They make great keychains. I'll show you this method, but if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll show you another method for adding a keychain keyring at the with the nose, so you can hang this way on your rucksacks if you prefer. So what do we need? We are going to need some plastic pony beads. I've gone for 3 colours. I've got eye colours, a main colour, and my tummy and feet colour, but you can add in as many colours as you like. And then fabric covered elastic, and you're going to need about 120 centimetres of this. So we're going to start by threading on 3 of the beads. This is our main colour. And if you find you've got a bobbly end to your thread and it's making it harder to thread on, you can just snip off the end. And remember, obviously, to keep an eye on small children with very sharp scissors. But most scissors will cut this fabric. You don't need special fabric scissors. So once you've got your 3 on, we're going to just pass through the last 2 beads picked up and not that 3rd one. Hold those ends together and push those beads down to the middle of your thread. And you're going to just centre them there. Pull them until they look like this. You should have a little triangle. Then we're going to add his eyes or her eyes, and we're going to pick up one of the eye colour, one of the main colour, and your final eye, and go back through all 3 of those beads this time. Grab that end, pull that down, and we're going to snug that up next to the nose that we've made. There we have it. So you can see the face is starting to come together. Don't pull too tightly. You want them to be snug, but if you pull it too tight, it'll start to fold up. So just nice and snug, but not overly tight. Okay, cool. And now we can do the next part. So we're going to pick up 3 of our main colour again. Go through the all 3 of these again and pull that snug. And you can just tighten up any previous ones as you go, just by gently pulling them. And then we're going to pick up 2. So that's his head or her head starting to come together. And then we're going to start on the body. So there we go. Oh, it's going to keep wanting to do that, but don't worry. You can smooth it out as you go. Pull that snug. There we go. There's Gecky's head. Now we are going to start on the body. So we're going to pick up one of the main colour, one of the tummy colour, and one of the main. I'm going to go back through all 3 beads. There we go. Now this is where it gets even more fun. We're going to add the first of Gecky's feet. So we're going to pick up 3 of these in the main colour and then a feet colour. Now you can change these up. You can have different colours for the feet or even different coloured legs, as my daughter did. You can just have real good fun experimenting with this with your young friends. So once you've got all of those on, we're going to pass through just the legs. So the 3 main colour beads. You might need to do this in sections. You're going to just pull that till it snugs up. And you can see how then you sometimes need to just move those 3 beads into position to make the toes. And there you have it. Gecko's got a leg. Now we're going to do the same with the other length of thread. So again, you're picking up 3 beads in the main colour and then 3 toe colours. Go back through those 3 main colour beads. You're heading back towards the body. And then just gently pull that in little segments, little pulls until that gets nice and snug. And that's how Gecko is looking so far. And now we're going to carry on with the body. So this time we're going to pick up, again, 1 main colour. We're going to start this diamond shape in the middle. I'm going to pick up 2 of the tummy colour and 1 of the main colour. pass through those ones. Don't forget you can pause this as you need to go at your own pace. And don't forget you'll also find more great videos on my channel, so do make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't already. So for this next section I'm passing on one main colour, 3 of the tummy colours and 1 of the main colour. So you can see for this bit we're adding 1 extra bead on each time. There we go, pull that down. And that's as wide as the tummy gets. So now we're going to start decreasing again. So we're picking up 1 of the main colours and 2 of the central colour, the tummy colour, and 1 of the main. Go back through all these beads again. There we go. Don't worry if you can't do it all in one go, you can just do a couple and then pass through the others. Pull that snug, and that is starting to look like a gecko now, guys. Okay, so we've got that part, and then we're going to do 1 more, and then we're going to add gecko's back legs. So 1 more main colour, finishing off that diamond with the tummy colour, and then another main, and then going back through all 3 of those beads. So we're going down a bead now again. There we go. You can also do this with cotton cord, like the waxed cotton cord that you can sometimes find in bead and craft shops, and that can be really nice for getting tension as well, but it's slightly thicker sometimes, so see how you go. But that is an option if you can't find this fabric covered elastic. So we've finished our diamond. Now we're just going to add 2 of the main colour. Oh, before we do that, we need to add his back legs. I nearly forgot. So we're going to pick up on 1 of our threads. We're going to do exactly the same as we did before, picking up 3 of the main colour, 3 of the toes, and go back through those 3 there. Pull that nice and snug, and then we got 1 back leg. Now let's do our final back leg. So we're going to pick up 3, then his toes, back through those 3, the main colours, and pull that nice and snug. There we go. Gecko has 4 legs. So now we're going to do what we did before. So we're picking up 2 of the main colour, and we are nearly finished. So go cross over through those 2 main colours. Now, if you like this project, this is basically a very simple bead weaving stitch, and some of my more complicated projects actually use this as a basis, and it leads on to stitches like right angle weave. So if you've enjoyed this, you might enjoy moving on to more advanced bead weaving projects in the future. So we're now ready to start Gecko's tail. So we're down to 2, and now I'm going to thread on just 1, and this time we're just going to cross over. And so this is actually called ladder stitch, which is a type of stitch used for bead weaving. So there we go. Now we're going to do that gecko's tail, and I've alternated the colours to make it stripy, but you could do them all in 1 colour. You could make it multicoloured. It's up to you. So we're just adding 1 bead at a time now, and I've added about 7 for my tail. So you're just going to keep going until your tail is suitably gecko length to your idea of what you think a gecko's tail should look like. I thought 7 seemed like a good plan. And once you're happy with the length for your gecko tail, I seem to have run out of purple beads, so I'm going to leave it there on that one. You're just going to tie that in a knot. So you're just going to do a regular double knot, so holding both of the threads together in a loop and pull that thread, that elastic through. Tighten that up, make sure your tension's okay before you give it an extra tug, and there you go, your gecko is complete. Now, what are you going to do with him? You can hang him on your book bag or on your rucksack. You can also add a carabiner, so like this one here. What you do with these just clip open. Sometimes they're a little bit tricky for small fingers. Now what I did with this one was I just tied a second knot and added the carabiner between those two bits there. But these are great because they clip on and off, so you could actually add them any way you liked on your gecko. So you could add them up here, and then it's ready to hang on a bag from its nose, or you can just keep them as they are. My daughter loves just playing this. This one goes on sleepovers with its best friend, and just gets carried around everywhere. And we just finished it with a double knot, so it has got a loop. With this one here, you can also add a little bit of glue, like PVA or nail varnish, to the knot just to seal it. And you could also finish it, instead of just as a knot like that, you can, if you've got enough thread left, make a loop like that and knot here. If you've got enough elastic, I haven't quite got enough there. So that's how you can finish them off. Now there's one other way we can do this to start, and that's so that you have the keyring at the top, so it would sit here. Let me just quickly show you how to do that. It's super easy. It just involves a slightly different start. So you're going to start with your length of elastic folded in half and your keyring loop, and you're going to do a lark's head knot. So that's where you pass over and pull through just like that. Then we're going to start our nose slightly differently. So you remember the way we just did the tail, where we're picking up just one, and we're going to thread, cross over our threads through just the one bead. It takes a little bit of positioning on this, but it works really nicely when it's done. So make sure those knots aren't quite twisted. There we go. And then we're going to pick up two. So it's basically doing the nose, but separately. So you've got your two, cross over through those. And then what you would do, once you've got that, you can see how that is the beginning of the nose. And you're just going to carry on with your eyes in exactly the same way. So that way you can have the ring at the top of the gecko's nose and hang that off your rucksacks or keychains or wherever you want to hang it. So there we go. That is how to make a beaded gecko. Follow along. I'm going to have lots more great beading projects aimed for families and kids over the summer holidays to keep those little hands busy. And don't forget to subscribe to me for more great beading videos, and you'll find more tutorials for beaders of all levels over on my website pinkhot.co.uk. Thanks for watching.